Hello and welcome to final round coverage from the Ed Headrick Disc Golf Hall of Fame Classic presented by Proactive Sports Disc Golf. BigSexy commentary back with you guys, myself, Nate Sexton, and Jeremy Koling.
Look at this. 4 players, lead card, last round, all tied at 22 under par. National Tour finale, one of the most, brutal courses on tour.
Very brutal, and there's a couple players at 21 as well. It's not like these guys are separated yet.
It doesn't get any more exciting than this. This is going to be a fantastic finish. We've got some great left to right players. We have 2 lefties. We've got 2 righties. James is really the only traditional all backhand player, but we're going to see some sidearms. We didn't really see any yesterday.
Yeah, for sure. Hole 1 is 660 feet. You got to throw a pretty long and straight drive to have much of a chance because the pin is well guarded by that wall of trees.
I'm going to start off with Devan Owens, the lefty from Oklahoma.
Devin the dude.
Playing a little flip up.
And this should sit nicely. Yes.
Yeah, that's in a great position there. Good distance from the tee. He's going to be set up for a good second shot.
Wysocki.
And can you tell me a little bit about this guy? I haven't seen too much of him.
Yeah, Ricky. He's a new guy on the scene. He's a young guy.
Okay.
But he's actually won 500 tournaments in the last five years.
500 tournaments. You would think that I would know who that is.
Yeah, 5 years, and it's actually a record, 500 wins.
And he plays the forehand into a good spot with a little bit of a nice tree direction, if you will.
It's just a little smooch. Austin putting some heat behind this thing.
Yeah, and speaking of young gun, Austin plays the flip up, and he's going to be kissing a tree, unfortunately, but nice distance. Unfortunately, he's going to have a pretty awkward stance on his second.
And here we've got James. Uh-oh.
Star T-Bird, early release, heading into the woods.
Yeah, and it stayed right there, too. That's going to be a pitch out.
This is a brutal first hole. This is one where birdie feels almost like you're gaining a stroke on the field.
Yeah. And Ricky's yanked this a little.
Oh.
He's not going to be happy with that one. He'll have to lay up, make a par. James just has a putter in his hand. He's just going to try to jump putt out to a little bit cleaner spot.
And that's where he'd like to be off the tee. Maybe and some more than that. So that's going to be a really great save if he can get up and down from there.
And this is actually a pretty wide gap for the left-handed player.
Oh.
But there is a tree right in the middle, and that's where he has
And he had more space to throw than it looked like he had from the initial catch angle.
Yeah, just a little too much hyzer on that disc, perhaps. And Devin playing a turnover.
And that's going to come up a little bit short, but he's probably just outside circle 1.
Mm-hmm. James going to take maybe that same AVR again.
He loves this disc.
Oh, wow. That needs to really turn.
And it's the second early release he's had on the first hole so far.
Wow, Ricky actually found a tough spot. I thought he would have an easy layup.
Everything's an easy layup for Ricky.
Yeah, he does well from there.
I mean, I would say hands down the best scrambler in the woods just because he has such a incredibly accurate forehand and backhand combo.
Yeah, and he has a fantastic standstill power with the forehand, too, so he can get some amazing things done.
He's also just really creative from those situations. It's always interesting to see what he's going to come up with. And James trying to go for the miracle par save. He's going to have to settle for a bogey, not the way he'd like to start this last round.
See if Devin can start off with some birdie.
Oh.
No, nothing.
And that was a little bit more lofty of a putt than we normally see from Devin. He's usually a pretty direct. He likes the Jomez putts.
Austin in for par. So this first hole, giving us a preview of what this course has in store. Nobody really showing their game plan quite yet. This hole had other plans.
Yeah. And I'm going to tap in for...
Oh, boy, wallet on the ground.
Oh, goodness.
You might want to put that wallet in the zipper pocket, man. I mean...
He's got tons of sleeves to choose from.
Hole 2, 390-foot par 3, bending softly to the left. It's sort of just a sustained, gentle hyzer shot, or maybe a straight shot with an overstable disc that's kind of bite at the end. But I think the common play is just like a slight hyzer throughout the flight, taking a couple skips right up to the green.
I'm curious to see what these two left-hand players go with. I know Austin likes throwing a lot of forehands. Devan does too, but it looks like he's going to be going with a backhand turnover.
I would think maybe like fairway driver for him at this range.
I'm curious. I mean, he has the power to perhaps throw a mid-range, and it looks like that might be. I can't really tell what this guy is.
Yeah.
But he's come up a bit short, turned it over a little bit too much.
And Ricky flattens this up pretty nicely. There's that slight angle we were looking for. And that's actually probably a good hit. I mean, that was going to skip pretty far, and it took a pretty good reaction. He's in the circle.
And I believe this is Austin Turner and his Noodle Nuke.
2 straight.
I think James is going with a star T-bird again.
I'm thinking this is going to be parked.
This is just...
Ooh, he kind of drifted it.
Oh, wow.
We aren't sure where it went.
The world may never know. If I were to think of a player that I would like to sub in for me to play this hole, it might be James.
Yeah, he'd be good to get.
And he turned his drive over a bit, left with a really long putt.
Wow.
Almost makes good from about 70. And Devan's a bit closer.
Ooh, just off the cage. It's funny to imagine like drafting a team to play the course for you. And hopefully it'd be interesting, but it also might just be like Paul, and then Rick, and then Rick. Then Rick, then Paul.
Well, here's a crazy shot. I'm going to go for Simon.
Yeah, I'll get Simon here. And I guess we'll throw in James.
Well, yeah, sure. I'll bring James in for this hole.
Yeah.
Not the result he was looking for, but nice birdie from Rick.
Yeah, really nice from Rick there. Getting under par, moving in the right direction.
Cool to see the gallery coming out and supporting this incredible action we have here going into the last round. And a little camaraderie there between James and Devan.
Yeah, let's Devan keep his wallet up in the bag. He doesn't have to bend over. Hole 3, par 3, 252 feet, out of bounds ditch in front of the tee pad. You've got to clear that and make it between the field goal of the 2 trees. Really not a difficult hole, but you have to make sure you throw a very straight shot. If you fade either way, you're going to have a lot more left on the putt than you'd like.
Yeah, this is the second easiest hole in the course, one that you know you have to put up there for a birdie. This is one that if you miss this one, you're feeling it for maybe another couple holes, just because this course is so demanding from beginning to end. When you get shots like this, you have to take advantage.
A little bit short for Ricky. He's not happy with that, but it'll be in his range easily.
Devan throwing almost an ace run at this, drifting a bit right of the basket.
Great shot.
That pink string you see there is the string that they left to measure the 10-meter circle.
So he's inside.
It's pretty easy to measure your distance with that thing attached to the pole. And Austin's going with his Z Meteor, flipping up and inside the circle.
This is pretty rare. We're going to see lefty backhand, lefty forehand, righty backhand.
Oh, wow, yeah.
Every throw you can throw.
And all 4 of them are inside the circle. And Rick's the furthest away. And
oh, yeah.
Wow. Just had enough steam to get there. Good putt from Ricky. Just inside the circle, probably about 31 feet there. Good putt. And Austin, who, when he's putting well, he is always at the top. He's always up there competing. Been on many league cards this year, and when that putter's hot, he's definitely the player to watch out for.
Yeah, for sure. Devan, a little bit high, but it drops in safely.
And James has a little bit left to do here and get our first star frame on the last round league card, and there it is.
Nice.
And kind of an interesting statistic on this hole. I don't know if I've ever seen this. There were no bogeys.
Wow.
No bogeys. There was 32 birdies, 28 pars, and that's it.
Great job, everybody.
Yeah, well done.
Hole 4, par 4, 744 feet. This one goes out straight through this gate of trees, and then you have to swing left, take a couple of skips. Everything's got to go right for you to find the landing zone where you can throw that hyzer approach shot that you would like to have here.
Yeah, this is certainly one where we will see bogeys. Not necessarily on this card, but this is a very difficult hole. If you do not get off the tee, it is almost impossible to save par. So this tee shot is pretty open. The gap's pretty fair here. But for as much distance as you're trying to get, sometimes that drive can get away from you. As we see, Ricky's got a little bit long, but with a good skip.
That's actually pretty good.
Oh,
he
man,
got through everything.
Oh, he's actually ideal. And maybe a couple
It'll be
trees in front of
tricky,
him.
but I think he's going to be happy.
Yeah, that was a really nice result there for Ricky's tee shot. And Devan, this shot is so difficult because it's so far to carry to that landing zone.
I can hardly imagine a lefty throwing it to the landing zone. It doesn't even seem, the forehand play.
Yeah, we'll see that here from Austin. Devan may have got almost to it.
Yeah.
But if this is clean...
This is a little wide, and that's not good. He's going to have to pitch up from there.
But Austin has certainly all the distance he needs to get to that landing zone, just a bit wide on that shot.
Mm-hmm. If you watched our coverage yesterday, you're going to know that this opens up a stretch of fantastically difficult holes.
Yeah, very difficult. And James has got that plenty left, just not quite as far as he'd like to be. It's going to be interesting to see what he's got from there.
Austin going to go, whoa, a lot of power from that spot. And I don't know what that is exactly. That's okay.
He's left with pretty difficult approach, but...
He's kind of in the drive landing zone now.
Yeah, he's going to have to probably throw a flex forehand.
James is a standstill.
Wow, what a shot. He's still about 50 feet short or so. It looks closer than that, but it's pretty deceiving. But he's still, to have a putt from there was a really nice throw.
He has incredible standstill power from awkward lies, just so explosive.
Yeah, he really commits to that throw. You see that in his normal tee shots. He really puts everything into every throw. And Ricky's going back door trying to find a flex route. That was surprising.
I'm not convinced that was his intended line, but obviously not the tree part. But I don't even know if he maybe meant to keep that a little wider. I don't know.
We can't really question him. He's won 2 world titles.
I'm not trying to question him. I'm just going to say, sometimes the disc will slip.
What an approach shot from Austin, avoiding the early danger. He's going to be up there for a par.
Ricky just to the left side of the basket.
Tricky Ricky.
And Devan's got a birdie look here. Wow. Oh, this could get ugly. Good.
Yeah, sit down. Oh,
good.
What a run.
James from maybe 35.
Yeah, closer than I thought. And drifts off to the right. James is just off to a bit of a rocky start for him.
Yeah.
And I'm sure Austin's quite pleased with the par there.
Mm-hmm.
And I'd say the other guys have to be as well. This is really a really difficult hole. So it's only the 6th hardest hole in the course, and that just says how difficult this course can be.
Absolutely. All pars for our group. Hole 5 is a par 4, 645 feet going downhill and to the right and then finishing even a little bit back uphill. Very, very demanding tee shot. You've got to get around the corner, through the trees, and then hopefully don't land right behind one of these big pines that are in the secondary fairway.
Yeah, really, there's nothing you can do to avoid having to throw a tricky approach shot. It's going to be difficult. Even if you throw the best drives you've ever seen in the hole, you still have work to do.
True. This looks a little tight, perhaps.
He's got enough steam for it to make the corner.
Oh, it's great. It's great. What am I thinking?
Yeah, you have to be very careful with that forehand. If you keep it too tight, anything early in that initial right side corner is almost instant bogey.
And Devan going to float a putter around the corner, and it makes it through.
This is Austin's Buzz OS, I believe. Overstable mid-range, gets around the corner nicely, hits a tree, and
rolls into the woods.
Yeah, not the greatest kick roll there. And would you believe it? James Conrad is going to throw a JK AVR.
I'll believe it.
And that is really cutting hard. Surprising amount of anhyzer there after it turned over pretty quick and just really dipped out to the right.
Yeah, it's getting late in the season. Maybe the JKs are getting old.
Yep. It's one of those discs you have to kind of replace every couple months. I think he put those in the bag for Texas States earlier this year, actually.
Nice. And Devan has overturned it.
And somehow magically gone through everything. Doesn't really have a good look, but pretty easy par from there.
Austin out of the woods trying to forehand anhyzer. If this can get through.
Look at this shot. And that's a Z to inside 45 or so.
That's really good from that spot.
Absolutely.
Rick going to go with kind of a tight flex line here, and this is just filleted right up the middle.
Yeah, that's a great shot from Ricky. It's hard to get all the way up that hill. That last little bit you can see from this angle, it's just that little uphill stretch. It's so hard to crest that little uphill from all the way back there from your tee shot.
Yeah, James with a nice third.
And this would be pretty sweet if Devan can make this. Looking at about 55, 60 feet.
It's got good height.
Oh, yes! Awesome putt from Devan.
Oh, look at that.
Airborne.
That is awesome.
Look at this.
Beautiful shot.
That might be the longest SloMez of all time because of how long that putt was.
That's sweet.
Great putt from Devan. And Austin says, look, I can do it too.
I'll take what appears to be the shortest jump putt ever thrown. From the longest flying jump putt to the shortest flying jump putt.
And Ricky we got 3 birdies on hole 5.
That's incredible.
That is really stellar play there from our lead card. 3rd hardest hole in the course.
And James in for par.
And it's the 3rd hardest hole in the course, yet over a quarter of the field birdied it. And it just shows you, the double bogey. There were 4 double bogeys, 10 bogeys. So, I mean, you can get into trouble really quick on that one.
Absolutely. Hole 6 is a par 4, 618 feet, more of the same. Very, very tricky tee shot. The best play is a backhand thrown right-handed. That's going to turn over a little bit, fly over this dirt road, and then hyzer to the left to where you are left with this very technical sort of dual fairway approach to try to get back here to the green, and it is way back there.
Yeah, they took this basket back from 2 years ago, maybe another 40, 50 feet, and it was already a pretty tricky hole and made it a little bit more difficult. This tee shot is so important here to be in position, and this is one of the better drives.
Oh my gosh, that is so good.
I can't even really comprehend how good that is. That is way past the road, which is usually the indicator of a great drive, and he is way past it.
And around the corner, he's going to have not a lot left.
And Devan's going for the inside turnover line, which...
That is really well done.
Oh my gosh, that is just as good as you can really throw that shot, minus the tree hit at the very end.
Yeah, that is a equally far as Rick's, I would think. Austin's going to need this to get some late turnover, which can be tough to do with the forehand.
And he's holding it. Gets around that. No, can't quite get around the tree. If he beats that tree, he's going to be in position.
It's not really a flex shot. It's more of a flip shot. And I think with that forehand, he's throwing more of a forced flex. James, no stranger to throwing a big S shot, and he is going to join Ricky. These are some fantastic shots.
Wow, those are great. I was really surprised checking out the statistics on this hole, because this hole, was justifiably so the 5th hardest hole.
Great shot.
Look at
Austin.
that. Just pokes it all the way up there through everything.
These guys are knocking on the door of a star frame here.
This was the 5th hardest hole during round 2, which
doesn't surprise me at all.
Oh my God, almost kicks it in. Are you kidding me?
It's so demanding, the 2 shots that you have to make to be there.
But something happened overnight. From Saturday night to Sunday afternoon, this hole got a lot easier.
I think the lead card did it, because they're making it look a whole lot easier than it is.
And Ricky's like, I'm going to try to throw this in. Wow. And Devan's the furthest away here, and
oh man,
it looked good out of hand. Just came up a bit short. Austin way out of position for the miraculous birdie.
Yeah, really.
Wow, what an approach shot. We've got basically 2 tap-ins for birdie. This was the 7th easiest hole of the course yesterday.
How much is the differences in the average from 2 days?
It averaged over par at 4.03 during round 2. It went down to 3.69 during the last round. I have no idea how that happens.
That almost seems impossible. I wonder if we got some bad data to Fancy Dave.
No.
Not gonna blame it on. I'm sure he did the tabulations correctly. I'm just saying. I mean, really, is that even possible?
I will never throw David's name under the bus.
That's not what I'm saying. I mean, I'm saying, did we give him some faulty numbers?
I don't know, man, but it went from 13 birdies to 29 in one day.
That's amazing. Hole 7, par 4, 606 feet. Let's do it again. We've got trees everywhere. We've got a bend to the right, and we've got a very technical second shot to get into the pin.
Yeah, it's kind of the way this course plays. It seems like you can throw a great drive and you're just scrambling. Like, it doesn't matter really how great your tee shot is. Only a few places can you throw a tee shot so great that you have no worries whatsoever.
Yeah. And not to say that's a bad thing. I mean, scrambling is a great skill. This course is going to expose you if you don't have touch. Because you're not going to be able to just throw overstable discs. You're going to have to play some angles, play some floaty shots. That's the only way to dodge these trees and get all the way back into the pins for birdies on these par 4s.
And Ricky has drifted off into the woods. That's going to be a very tricky shot from where he is. But Tricky Ricky has different shots for every occasion.
Yeah, he does.
And Austin goes to the mid-range here just to keep it in the middle. And he's going to have a long look down the tunnel for his birdie.
James going to go turnover on the rock, perhaps.
Wow, and hangs it out really wide, but uses all of the fairway. Not a bad result at all.
I think it'd be so fun to just go out and play a course pretending I'm James. Just ripping flippy mid-ranges in the woods.
It'd take you 3 years to grow your hair out.
It would.
There's no way.
I can still pretend.
No.
I'm not saying someone has to videotape it and buy the fact that I'm James. I just mean taking his lines.
At least buy a wig. I'd like to see Nate Sexton in a wig, is all I'm saying.
Austin needs this to go straight.
And his buzz is kicked.
Oh, that's actually a pretty good forward kick.
Yeah, he's getting some fortunate breaks here. He's not going to have that great of a look from there, but he's still up there.
James starting to turn a little bit early, but it's still a great shot.
Oh, yeah. Inside the circle. A little appearance there. Josh and Haley Childs and Father Paul Childs, Team TMD, Team Monkey Dust, representing Augusta, Georgia. Ricky from the woods finds something.
Oh, man.
But Tricky Ricky has got a tree kicky. Devan lays that one up. It's going to be a little bit further away than he'd probably like.
Ricky's got that laser focus going.
Oh, my gosh.
You could see that in his eyes before he even made that. I didn't know that was going in.
Yeah.
I had not seen any of this footage, but just seeing the guy's face, you could tell he is ready to go.
Wow, what a putt.
all of 75, 80 feet.
For a player I've never heard of before this round, he sure is pretty good.
I told you, man. He's got the record. Oh, man. James just a little bit right.
Just a hair off. Just so far through 7 holes, he's just a hair off.
Yeah. He's going to have to fix that in a hurry if he doesn't want to lose sight of this championship.
And a good par save there from Devan. And James is, obviously we've seen him excel in the top stage. He won at Idlewild this year, and he's been obviously in the mix so many times. It's definitely not a situational. It's not a situation where the pressure's getting to him. He's just a little bit off.
Hole 8, par 5, 990 feet. 2 fairways off the tee, but the left fairway is a little bit of a sucker's gap. I've honestly never even seen anyone attempt it. Everybody goes down this right fairway where the drone is, and then you make a choice. Go to the right and play the wide line, or take the more aggressive, skinnier line straight at the basket where the drone's flying now.
Yeah, plenty of players are still playing that wide hyzer line, but I don't know if the gap down the straight gap has gotten wider, but it seems like that's just more and more so the play to attack this hole, especially if you're trying to get an eagle 3. And Ricky's drive is absolutely perfect. And he actually is almost looking at the basket there down the straight tunnel. The key to this drive, not only do you want to throw a distance driver that goes straight, you have to keep it low because there's a low ceiling. And Austin's drifting off.
Ooh, good kick.
Really nice kick there. But you can see these trees right here have that low ceiling. And if you really want to get that maximum distance, not only do you have to avoid those trees, which are seemingly right in the middle of the fairway, you have to keep it low.
They're more than seemingly in the middle of the fairway.
Yeah, they're right in the middle of the fairway. And James is going around the backside, and he is past Ricky.
Big time shot.
And I don't know if that's a Thunderbird or not, but I don't think that he's throwing a destroyer there, but I could be wrong.
That's a huge shot. And Devan, big turnover. This is looking really good.
It's a great drifting drive there.
That's might be the longest one. I mean, that's a tough little skip, though, but I think he did outdistance the other 2 shots.
Yeah, if not, then he's right there with him. And this hole is so tricky for a lefty. And Austin wishes he had that one back again. He's going to be really in that no man's land in between both gaps. And Rick has put a good move on it, but just a bit too much turn.
He should be able to escape from there. I wouldn't count him out for a birdie just yet.
Well, he's certainly in the birdie hunt there. I'm just imagining a harp coming up, and look at this shot.
Oh, rooted.
Oh, cut the top of the root. Had he been able to get a little bit of nose-up slide and skip, he might have been inside 40 feet or so.
Yeah, I agree. Devan has to just pitch, unfortunately, after such a big drive. That's what this course does, though. If you play a fast disc and you skip into that rough, you pay for it.
And Austin,
the basket's a lot lower than that.
But he knows how gravity works, so you have to give him credit for that.
It's in the fairway? How?
He went around Anheuser.
Whoa.
What goes up must come down, and Austin has proven that once again, gravity is 100%
undefeated.
And Devan Owens,
fantastic shot.
Incredible approach. Smart play there to pitch up to his landing zone.
Yeah, this is a great candidate for the FollowFlight. Stays right in the middle of that gap the whole way.
Beautiful vector there. You want to match that flight every time.
Yeah.
You're going to get a lot of birdies. And as predicted, Ricky is gone with the turnover harp here and caught the edge of the trees, but anything inside that ditch is relatively close and inside Ricky's 99 percentile range.
Yeah, you're right about that. James for eagle.
Wow.
Close.
Gosh. And Austin for his birdie has missed, and he's got that tree in the way. This could be a difficult par putt.
Ricky's in for birdie.
Yeah. Austin with a little bit of a lean out here. And he cans it. Good par save after first couple shots were a bit off from what he'd like.
Mm-hmm.
And James with the nice tap in. And I think Devan was over there sizing up Austin's putt, giving the lefty some credit for a solid par save.
Definitely.
And three good birdies there. And a good par also.
Hole 9 is a par 3, 399 feet, breaking hard to the right with a little bit of an elevated green up on the basket's perched up on some mounds of earth. And the play here is going to be a fast disc thrown right hand forehand or left hand backhand. And you really want to embrace that skip. It's going to be a tougher shot for James throwing the turnover without being able to count on any skip.
Yeah, these mounds of earth are pretty substantial.
That's what they are, man. That's exactly what they are.
And we're going to see Ricky throw something high speed. Going to try to air it most of the way so he doesn't have to play games with the root skips, which can be sometimes unfavorable.
That was nice, though. He looks to be edge of the circle, right at the base of the mounds.
The mounds of earth.
And this is too turned.
Yeah, too much angle there for James. He's going to be well short. And again, he's just a hair off. I mean, even an eagle putt, just a hair off.
Hard to say hair off, though, from 80 feet. But
it
was a hair. I mean,
off.
it was. Officially, it was. This looks fantastic. Don't be too long. It is a little bit too long.
Just overcooked that initial speed there through the main gap, and he's made a putt from that distance so far.
Mm-hmm.
And Austin has also thrown maybe a bit too much speed. And
too long.
And they're going to be reading each other's lines there. And James is really good at these Anheuser putts. Wouldn't be surprised to see this have a good run.
It was a good run.
Who knows? Could have gone in without that little bit of a tree kick.
Devan.
Oh my gosh. What?
That's 2.
All right, well, maybe he should just start laying up to about 60. Because
those are huge putts.
2 for 2 on those. Yeah. That's a great way to finish the front 9. And Austin doesn't quite have as much mustard on that hot dog.
No, that's a bland hot dog right there.
And Ricky just parks his drive.
Nice birdie.
Phenomenal tee shot. Ricky's somewhat separating himself from this card. However, look at this front 9. Those green things are good, and those blue things are really good.
Are better, yeah. So we've got Paul Macbeth at a healthy 10 under through 9 from the third card.
From third card.
And sitting right there with Rick.
Yeah, has he not overtaken the lead?
I think they're almost tied. I think Paul might have been at 28, but it's heating up.
Unreal start.
Yeah.
And
but yeah, thank you guys for joining us for this coverage. We have Paul on fire. We've got Ricky moving well, and we've got a bunch of great shots to come. Thank you to Innova. Thank you to the PDGA, and please join us for the conclusion of the Disc Golf Hall of Fame Classic. Hey guys, thanks for watching. Big Sexy Commentary here, and you guys have a chance to win these beautiful discs from myself, Nate, my buddy Germ. What do you got for him?
I got a Luster Champion Big Perm Thunderbird.
And I got a Color Glow Sexton Firebird 2017 vintage.
Them things hot.
Real hot.
Yes, sir.
Good luck winning them. Leave a comment on this video if you want a chance.
Yeah, thanks for tuning in, guys. We always appreciate your comments, your likes. Share this video with your friends. Thanks for helping us grow the sport.